My name is Bron Taylor, and I'm professor of religion, nature, and environmental ethics at the University of Florida. And I'm happy to be a Carson Fellow at the Rachel Carson Center here in Munich over the last several months. You asked about surfing and surfing spirituality. I grew up in Southern California and was an ocean lifeguard for almost 15 years, and you could say that my first love was the ocean and my first subculture was surfing subcultures. So I know that subculture very well. And as a religion scholar, it didn't take very long before I began to realize that there was a religion resembling dimension to the practice of surfing. People get up at monastic hours before the sun comes up and engage in this practice. For many of the people who do this as a long practice, it becomes, there's kind of a meditative dimension to it. Not only getting up early, but most of the time when you're surfing, you're paddling around or you're just sitting outside waiting. And where are you waiting? You're waiting oftentimes offshore of an urban area. And so you have the human civilization behind you, and out in front of you, you have a great wilderness. And you also have tremendous energetic systems rolling your way. And these are actually waves from the Big Bang, if you will, still rolling through the universe. So there's kind of a contemplative nature to it. And you have relationships with the animals there, with cetaceans, dolphins, whales, and so forth that you're privileged to see. And you begin to realize, if you are a surfer, that these creatures have their own intelligences, ways of life, curiosities, playfulness. It can get you thinking metaphysically about where do these waves come from, right? You know, how these fit in with the energies of the universe. It can get you thinking in a way that we might call animistically about the relationships that people can have with non-human organisms. So I guess what I'm trying to illustrate is that this is a form of nature spirituality that in only about 100 years has gone global. As the practice develops, there's a certain segment of the surfing population who has these sorts of feelings of spiritual connection to nature through the practice. And then moreover, not surprisingly, people who feel that way feel a responsibility to give back, to express their reverence for nature in political action. So increasingly we see surfing communities rise up to not just defend their surfing break because it's against some big hotel development or something, which is maybe how surfing activism began, but increasingly it's about protecting marine ecosystems.